Hey gamers, Coach Avery here to help you improve your game knowledge in League of Legends. Today's lesson will cover jungle plants and using them to your advantage in the best situations. By the end of this workout, you'll be able to know all of the different types of jungle plants and how to use them effectively in the best situations. Jungle plants are a minor aspect to the overall game, however it can heavily impact the game or turn the tide of a fight when utilized correctly and in the right situations. Knowing the different varieties of plants and exactly what they do and how they're impacted by different factors in the game could mean the difference between a won fight and a lost one. To start, open up a custom game and walk around the map for roughly 5 to 10 minutes and see where all of the normal jungle plants spawn. Make sure to check out the red and blue side of the map to see different varieties of jungle plants and how you can interact with them. Let's talk about the 3 different types of jungle plants. The blast cone triggers an explosion that causes all nearby units, including yourself, to be displaced and possibly sent over terrain. You can hover over the blast cone to see exactly where the knockup will send you while standing in its radius. Honey fruit drops 5 fruit on the ground for 30 seconds, and champions can walk over them to consume the fruit to restore some health and mana, but are slightly slowed in the process. The Scryer's bloom gives vision in a large cone in the direction the champion is facing. It reveals champions and non-champions, including wards, traps, control wards, and once again you can see the radius by hovering over the plant when your champion is within its respective auto attack range. All of these plants can change or spawn additional plants depending on the elemental rift for that game. Learning about what each elemental drake does in every game is a great way to figure out how the jungle plants will react. For example, all elemental rift soul types except Hextech and Mountain Soul will spawn additional jungle plants depending on which dragon spawns. The Wind Dragon will produce more Scrying Blooms, whereas an Infernal Soul will create more Blast Cones around the map. With the Chemtech Dragon, all plants will become mutated, enhancing their effects. A great way to see where the mutated or additional fruit spawn will be is to go into the practice tool and walk around the rivers and jungle when that specific Dragon Soul is in play. Chemtech Dragon plants can be the most useful to manipulate and use for outplays. Did you know that Enhanced Scryer Bloom can be used as the last escape tool when running away from a bad scenario? These plants can give you a movement speed in the direction the champion is facing when they hit the plant. The Enhanced Honey Fruit can come in clutch as well. When mutated, it will no longer slow your champion, and will not only heal you but also grant you a temporary shield based on how many of them you consume, which can turn around a close river fight in your favor. The Blast Cone's radius is also increased significantly with its enhancement, doubling the distance on how far you can travel. Go into the practice tool for at least 15 minutes and try both the regular and enhanced versions of the jungle plants and their effects until you can get a feeling on the differences. With all that knowledge we got from all the jungle plants, we can now play a normal draft game and figure out what the effects of the plants will be for that game. Try to use every jungle plant 3 times to get the feeling of the plants before and after the elemental rift. Jungle plants can be used at certain times to help you gain a better understanding of how to use them. You can use blast cones to help gank lanes faster or to escape from enemies, use scrying blooms when you think the enemy team is contesting objectives, and use honey fruit after a trade in lane or river. Using the correct plant with the desired regular or enhanced effect could be the difference between you and a gray screen. Today we covered what jungle plants are and how effective that can be in games, and armed you with the knowledge on them to help you achieve victory in your next game. My name is Coach Avery, have an amazing day, and I'll see you on the Rift.